Hello there and welcome back to Missildine Online, and in this video we are going to recover Mognet Central. Now throughout the game we've experienced Mognet in various different ways, whether that's delivering mails or finding Artemisian and hearing that the thing is working. So if you come over to the island that you just saw on your map, it's one big island at the top of the Lost Continent, not the Lost Continent, the Outer Continent rather. You can use a dead pepper once you have a golden chocobo, and you have access to this here, Mognet Central. Now, Mognet Central is a series of just delivering mails and stuff like that. So, yeah, so here's the first time that you can actually see the location of Mognet. Now, once you discover Mognet, you can fly on over to Alexandria and talk to Kupo. And of course, you can talk to all of the moogles that are here. And they'll basically just talk about how they can't get the machine up. I shouldn't have used so much on myself. I only did it because it makes my coat so shiny, but after... So, as you can see, some issues are arisen because of Artemisian. But after that, you are free to go and start the quest chain over in Alexandria. You're in Alexandria. So, that's because we are reviving Mognet Central. Now, in the Chocograph and Choco and Dead Pepper treasure video, you saw that we discovered the location of Mognet Central, and also discovered that there is an item there that is not being used for the machines because Artemisian used it. So where we want to go now is into the steeple to talk to Kupo. Where it all began, so it may end. Something I would also say is, if you remember, the last place we saw Stiltskin was in Brandball. Who knows if he's dead, because Terra is destroyed, right? He's not dead! He's actually right here, so come and talk to Stiltskin. I tried to figure out what Artemisian was doing, but I didn't understand how he felt. And he'll give you one last deal. You want to buy a set of Moonstone, Ruby, and Elixir for 5,555 gil? Yes, we do. Thanks, buddy. I'll sell you stuff again when I get more. Oh, I wanted to do something for you, because you always buy stuff from me. And you get a ribbon! Look at that. And you can talk to Chestnut, and she'll show you your jump rope rank, but I don't care. And if you talk to Kupo, go to Mognet, and he'll say, I think we're getting close to solving the mystery of Mognet. I want you to deliver a letter to Atla. Thanks, Kupo. And that's all you got. So, next, we have that letter. This is going to be a very long chain of letters, but hopefully this little guide on how to do it will simplify it for you, so you can get all of that information in one source. Outla, as you know from previous videos when we've done the cotton robe trick after disc 4, is the one that is in Burmica, who has the Mog shop. So while you're there, you can buy 99 steepled hats as well. So let's fly to Burmica. Here we are in Burmica. We just want to go in. And run all the way through the city. And find our friend Atla. Now, this whole side quest of reviving Mognet is pretty much, well, not pretty much, it's entirely Kupo Mognet letters to moogles. That's really all it is. So you want to go up here and then go around, run this way, and then through this. And currently, if you're keeping up with these videos, you would know that we are we are practically done with side quests. The only ones that we have left, of course, is the Mognet Central. And that's pretty much it. You could continue to do Tetramaster and collect all of the cards. There are, I think, 1699 would be your rating. That's the highest you can go. If you collect all 100 cards, though, you'll get at least 1,500 collector's points, which will show that every card is unique. That is something that is kind of cool to have. I don't know if we're going to do that in this particular video, or a particular series, I should say. But the best way to get the rare, hard-to-find cards is from the Phantom dealers, Phantom card people over in Memoria. So Atla's in this back shop over here. Want to come talk to him? I'm just going to buy the steepled hats while I'm here. And Mognet, give Atla a letter. A letter from Kupo. I wonder what it could be. I heard we haven't received any mail lately because the machine in Mognet Central broke down. It's supposedly a complicated machine. They're missing something that makes the machine run smoothly. I wonder if it'll start getting mail again when the machine gets fixed. I'll give you this in exchange for delivery, and you get another Kupo Nut. And you can talk to him again, and he doesn't have anything. We're getting closer to solving the mystery of Mognet. I want you to deliver a letter to Mogrio. Thanks, Kupo. So to find Mogrio, we want to leave Burmica, obviously, and we want to head all the way to the Black Mage village. There's quite the ways to go. So we're here in the Black Mage village. And we want to just run to the only Moogle in the entire place, Mogrio. Give Mogrio a letter. Thanks for delivering mail from Atla, Kupo. We haven't been receiving mail because the machine in Mognet Central broke down. I wonder how we can fix it. Kupo, do you think there's a special item that will fix a machine? A special item. Maybe it's Maybelline. I think I'm close to solving the mystery of Mognet. I want you to deliver a letter to Kamul. Thanks, Kupo. Kamul. I haven't received any mail lately. Interesting. Alright, so, and now that you have that letter to Kamul, you want to go to Ibsen's Castle. Kamul is the Moogle that runs the Mog shop over in Ibsen, so that's going to be pretty easy to do. So jump in your airship and fly on over all the way to Ibsen's Castle over on the Forgotten Continent. So upon arriving at Ibsen's Castle, you just want to get out. Now, remember, the enemies here are basically, everything's reversed, so you need your weakest weapons to be able to kill the enemies here, or you can just run from them because they're kind of useless at this point in the game. So we're here in Ibsen's Castle, and it's fairly easy to find the Moogle. Just continue and go into this room right here, and this will lead you to the little courtyard. Just be careful of the traps, come here and talk to Kamul. And before we deliver the letter, let's go into his Mog shop, because he sells some items that you can really only get around here. So we need a mithril rod, because we synthesized something earlier, so make sure you have a mithril rod. This is one of the only places in the game you can get one. Inkai armlets, also, this is one of the only places, so I would make sure that you have a couple, because they're needed to craft. We're actually going to buy a bunch. We're going to buy... Let's buy 14 of them, because these lead to being able to buy. I'm forgetting my own train of track here. You also want to buy some more Gaia gear. I would suggest buying about 16 of them as well. We have 3, so let's buy 13. That might seem crazy, but I swear I have reason. I'm buying a lot for absolutely no reason, but it's cool. It's not for no reason. So. Go to Mognet for Kamul, give Kamul a letter. What, a letter? Thanks, Kupo. I heard that the machine in Mognet Central broke down. It's because they're missing that item. I wonder where you can find one. It's a rare item, so I don't think you'll find one very easily. That item. Oh! What? I have a favor to ask, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Mosh. We can deliver a letter to Mosh. So, let me clarify why I bought that stuff. So, I bought that because there is the legendary synthesis, which is Hades, after you beat him over in Memoria, who makes Robe of Lords using a black robe and a white robe. The thing is you need to synthesize those two items using a Gaia gear and either an Egoist or an Inkai armlet. So Kamul sells those, so it's just easier to just go, while we're on our way, stop at Kamul and grab that. So the next Moogle we want to see is Mosh. Now, the thing with Mosh is that ice cavern where he is normally located, you can no longer enter in Disc 4. So there's a slight little workaround for this. So what we want to do is we want to get into this, and then we want to fly to Q's Marsh over on the Mist continent. So once here, you want to board the Invincible, because we actually have to put Quina in our party to be able to find Mosh. So go to his party, switch party members. It doesn't matter who you take out. Let's take out Steiner, and let's throw in Quina. And then depart. Of course, one of the only side quests left in the game is to get all 99 Quina's frogs so that you can battle a hidden optional boss. So that is something that we are doing. I'm just catching all of the frogs off screen, so you're not going to see me do that, but you should be doing that every time you go to Accuse Marsh. You should be catching frogs. You should always have Quina in your party when you go to Accuse Marsh. So we want to go to this particular one because we want to go towards the entrance to Fossil Rue from this side of the world. So after you've had your fill of frog catching, if you so decide to do so, wow, that was the thing I just said. And then we want to go, and we want to go back to how we got to Fossil Rue in the first place, which is through this windy thing. Just keep pressing and you'll eventually be able to get there. And Moise. Now Moise is here because obviously Ice Cavern is closed, so give Moise a letter. A letter from Camille? Thanks, dude! I understand, Kupo. Mognet will function again once we have some. I think Moise would know, Kupo. Where is that item? We need it to repair Mognet. They gotta tell me more than that item, Kupo. Hey, you gotta deliver a letter to Nagi for me. Thanks, Kupo. And that's pretty much all he has to say to you. So we can leave. You can go to Fossil Rue if you want, although there's really no point. Go back all the way through this tall, snake-infested grass. All the way over here. You can go talk to Quail if you want. So you want to head to out of Q's Marsh, and the next stop is to Nagi, which is in Dagaro. So we want to go all the way there, which is cool. So board the Invincible, our beautiful, beautiful ship, and head towards Dagaro. That place. So once here in Dagaro, go inside, and he's the only Moogle in the entire place, is Nagi. We're almost done already with Mognet Central. Took less than 25 minutes for this video, and that's without editing. Alright, so go through here. Let's talk to Nagi. So you can talk to Nagi here and give him a letter. A letter from Moise, thanks for delivering it. I think Mognet can go back to standard operation if we get the right item. If you ask me, I think the item they're looking for is that thing. You know what I mean, right? It's that thing. That thing. Oh, I know, Kupo. Well, what is it? I have a favor to ask, Kupo. Nagi wants us to deliver a letter to Kupo. Thanks, Kupo. That's all he's got. So, we know where Kupo is. Back to Alexandria. Did I mention this was going to be a lot of running back and forth? Well, it is. So enter Alexandria. And obviously, once in Alexandria, you want to head back to the Bell Tower, Bell Chapel, whatever, to talk to Kupo. So just enter the Bell Tower thing, the chapel, I should say. And Kupo, everyone will still be here. Talk to Kupo. Give him the letter. A letter from Nagi. I now know what's needed to run the machine in Mognet Central. It's super slick. I heard a rumor about it. The rumor said that someone in Alexandria has it. That's what I heard. Kupo, find it and send it to Central right away. Ah, super slick, Kupo, but I don't know who has any. I haven't received any mail lately. Letter? Alright, so it looks like we reached a dead end. Well, what do we do now? We're looking for an item called Super Slick. Well, someone in Alexandria has it. And who cares about their looks? That's right, let's go to the mini theater. And let's talk to Ruby. Well, fry my hide, how'd you know I use this here Super Slick in my hair? You wanna try some? How come you be needing it? You wanna be beautiful like me? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? No, well, I'll get my folks to send some more. You can have this one. And we received Super Slick. You ain't gonna give it to some girl as a gift, are you? And you can go to your items, key items. And you can look at what you just got. Well, there's a Kupo Nut too. And you can see the Super Slick. During my trip, I want to find Super Slick and make my fur baby soft. Just kidding. Alright, so with the Super Slick in hand, we want to return to Mognet Central, which is on Mognet Central Island, to the very north of the outer continent. I mean, technically it's on the outer, it's fine, whatever. So return to your Invincible and fly to Mognet Central. Alright, so once you're here at Mognet Central, get on out of the Invincible. It'd help if I... There we go. Forgot the Invincible has reverse. And just go inside. So now that we have the Super Slick in hand, you want to go and talk to Artemisian? Artemisian? Hey, you brought some Super Slick. Will you give it to me? Thanks, with this oil. Let's see what happens. It works! We did it! Thanks, I'll give you this in return, and you'll get a protect ring. I was happy because my coat became so soft, but I took everyone's fun away. I'm sorry. Everything is okay now. Yay! And you can talk to the moogles and see what they say now. Mognet can resume operation again. Kupo, thanks for delivering 26 letters. And you'll see Stiltskin's here. Hey, it's starting up again. The grown-up moogles are busy with work. This is Mognet Central, and you can talk. You can't talk to this one. Now, something I forgot to mention is, during the course of that, if you could get a Kupo Nut, and I accidentally screwed this up, with every letter you could get a Kupo Nut, but if you didn't have one in your inventory, so that would involve going to Gizmaluk's Grotto back and forth every single time that you delivered a mail to give the moogles there the Kupo Nut. So, with the Kupo Nut that we have in hand, we can go and return this... we can go and return it to the Moogle that is in Gizmaluk's Grotto. Now, I actually apparently missed a letter. The letter that I did miss was, as far as I know anyways, was the one for getting 100 jump ropes in Alexandria. I didn't do that during Disc 1, so we never got the letter from Mosh or anything like that saying the jump. So, you know, things like that happen. Not a huge deal. You don't get anything in particular if you miss one letter or if you get all 27 letters. Doesn't matter. As long as you get at least 50%. If you don't deliver 50% of the letters, you will not be able to revive Mognet. The only thing that you get for reviving Mognet is the item, the things that we got, the protect ring. That's the only thing that you get is the protect ring. And the satisfaction of knowing, hey, you saved Mognet. You saved a bunch of moogles. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. So we want to head here and go into Gizmaluk's Grotto and deliver this Kupo Nut. Now, I need to actually do some research and find out what items he continues to give you, because if there's any missable items, I'm going to be mad and I'm going to have to go back and do this. So give him the Kupo Nut and he'll give you an ether. So here's the deal regarding these Kupo Nuts, since it's on the topic of moogles and we're finishing up this side quest. So from my understanding is you can only get a unique item once a disc. So on disc 1 it's the Holy Bell, obviously you have to do that. On disc 2 it's an elixir, on disc 3 it's an extension, and on disc 4 it's an Aloha t-shirt, which we've already gotten. So I don't know if we got that extension, but it shouldn't really matter. Those all count towards your treasure rank, and since we already have rank S treasure hunter, I'm not too worried about it. Those aren't missable. Anything else that you give him is just non-missable random treasures that you could find anywhere else, like you just saw that we got in ether. However, more of these kids do arrive, so they do have more kids. It's like a Kupo Nut a kid. So if you want them to have a ton of babies, you can do that too. So that's all there is to reviving Mognet Central. Let me just show you real quick what your reward is. It's a protect ring. Protect rings are a little bit harder to find. Just a little bit. Now the perfect amount of protect rings in the entire game is actually 9. One for every member in your party, and then one extra for your inventory. But again, unless you're doing a perfect game, including a 12-hour run to get the Excalibur 2, it's not a huge deal. But I thought I would just show you what the Protect Ring is. Elemental defense, all elemental damage reduced by 50%. Pretty damn good. I don't think that protects you against Shadow, though. And obviously, it has the abilities Long Reach, Magic Element, Null, and half MP. Pretty great. And there you have it. That is Reviving Mognet Central. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, we don't have any more side quests. The only things that we have left is 2 hidden bosses. We completed the 3rd hidden boss, Hades. We completed him in the actual walkthrough of Memoria, so you can watch that video if you want to see how to defeat Hades at a very low level, mind you. Yeah, pretty much all there is to it. Other than that, the next video will be us battling the 2 hidden bosses, and then I will recap on everything that you need for what could be considered a perfect save file, minus the Excalibur 2, because we did not get that. We also did not do a perfect stat game, so what are you gonna do? Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, never give up, never surrender.